There's a lot that goes on site, and sometimes as engineers we find ourselves bundling up all that experience and putting it on our CV as construction supervision or overseeing construction works. Just there's so much that goes on, yet mostly we do not break it down, so it almost looks like we are not as qualified for other positions. But the problem is that we are not putting across what we have done clearly. So I want to take you through 10 ways that you can be able to present a site supervision experience. So you can just check the list of 10. It's not everything. If you can add something, please do in the comment section. But if you've done any of this, then you might need to break down your experience that you've bundled as construction supervision. As always, I have my notebook here and ready for you. Let's go. The first one, the first way that you can be able to restructure construction supervision or overseeing construction is supervision of contracting works to ensure that it goes according to specifications and established milestones. Yeah, so we all do that, but we bundle it as construction supervision. So that's one way that you can put it. Another way is now with the material testing and all that, you can say you've been overseeing testing, inspection, and quality control processes. Yeah, you see, you're already having two different points, and those are two different roles. Yeah, then this also helps you when you are applying for different kinds of roles. For example, if you're applying for a leadership role, then the first point would be stronger. And then, so you can use the same project and then you bring out more of what the role is asking for. The second one, if you're applying for maybe a pavement engineer role, material soils engineer role, then you bring out that one. So if you break down what you normally put as construction supervision, then you find that you can be able to have a richer CV. The third way that you can be able to restructure that point is client liaison. Yeah. So you find that if you are in a position where you're managing the client as well, you can include the client liaisons. You can also include liaison with subcontractors, subconsultants, and things like that. Another way you can restructure that point is reviewing and interpreting engineering drawing and technical documentation. Yeah, that's also something that engineers do on site, but end up bundling as construction supervision. Those are 5 so far. You see, our CV is getting richer. The other way you can talk about cost control. Yeah, cost control by managing resource usage. So if that's part of what you're doing, you can also break down that point as that. And then you can also talk about progress monitoring and reporting. If you're doing like daily project tracking, monthly progress reports, and things like that. The seventh one would be as communication and reporting coordination with clients, consultants, and project stakeholders. Yeah, so that would bring out more of your leadership skills. Yeah, and then the 8th way would be to oversee quality assurance, because that's also something engineers do on site. Oversee quality assurance or to ensure that all construction works are maybe being done according to local regulatory rules and procedures. And the 9th way you can be able to structure that point is by saying you evaluated and approved method statements. So that's something that you did. Submission and construction techniques to support successful project execution. You don't have to word it like that, but I'm just giving an idea of how you can break up that construction supervision point. Then the last way you can do it is review and approval of design and shop drawings and construction procedures for such works. There's one that we said about interpreting, which is different from now reviewing, So these are 10 ways that you can be able to restructure the point or break down the point that we normally put as construction supervision or overseeing construction works. And then we get 10 unique points that we can use if we were involved in those roles. If you are not involved, then also we look forward to being involved in those roles. And also, if you've been on a construction site and there is a role that you played that I've not mentioned, please be sure to mention it in the comment section. Cheers.